All right, guys, again, thank you so much for joining us here at Airgun Expo 21. We're going to take a look at some Evanix guns, but before we get started, definitely let's say thank you to our sponsors. Airguns of Arizona, Gateway to Airguns, Predator Pellets, Predator International, right?
Yep.
And this segment's brought to you by Evanix. And we've got a couple cool guns here. They're both in .30 caliber. One is the Cloud here. This is a pretty sort of like it came out of a spaceship looking airgun. Maybe very alien looking, but it's a semi-automatic .30 cal. Okay, so it's got a little bit of a zip. I thought we'd shoot it over the crony, see what it's getting. Now it has adjustable power. I've kind of dialed it in so that we can have just smacking some time on that gong there. And I haven't really cranked the power, but you do have about 150 foot per second spread you can tweak out of that power adjuster if you want to. Okay, so I don't know if you've had any experience with this particular gun,
No,
Angie?
not at all.
Okay. So this unit is called the Cloud. It is, you know, I guess they wanted it to be really light, if I'm going to be honest. It feels a little heavy to me, but what do you think?
I mean, it's not as light as a Cloud, but and it's not real light, but it's not super heavy either.
It isn't real heavy. It does have, you know, it is a bullpup styling, so I think when you get it shouldered, the weight being way back here is kind of nice. It's very thin. You can see that profile. Right. It is very cool looking in that I do like the color. Maybe red or yellow and black might be better, but the blue is not bad.
I like the blue.
It has a big bottle. Let's see, these are, I don't remember, sometimes they come in 480, sometimes they come in 580. Travis, do you remember if they sent us the that looks like the 480? Trying to remember. That's this. Do you think this is a 580? We have Larry that has said this is a 580, so he probably is right. So we're going to go with that. So we got a 580 bottle. You can fill this to the gun. It's designed to be 250 bar. It's not regulated, so the bottle can take more, but you don't want to fill it past that 250. Now I think we just need to maybe put it over the crony. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay, so do you want to aim at just a blank spot on that bank? Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and decock this. Okay, so it is now cannot fire, nothing in it. It does, when it cycles semi-automatic, it cycles from an open bolt design. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So find where you want to be, and then I'll go grab the chronograph.
Okay, that's where I want to be.
That's where you want to be, okay?
Do you want, is she shooting the gong?
No, we're not shooting the gong. We're just going to get some chrono numbers. Go ahead and kind of tip it forward so I can see where your angle is. Go ahead, you're all right. That should be about right. Okay. All right. Oh, we're a little crooked. Come this way just a teeny bit. I think that'll do it, all right? So go ahead and set it down. We'll go ahead and get you loaded up. Now, when I was talking about shooting from the open bolt design, I'll show them this way. When you cock this, the bolt is open, it stays open. So when you pull the trigger, it goes forward, seats a pellet, fires it, and then the air runs that hammer back. So it's air actuated, and it fires from this open bolt design. So every time you just pull the trigger, once you cock it, shut it. Notice when I shut this, the bolt is still open.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep. So I have the airspeed in .30 cal semi-auto, and it takes some getting used to not needing to cock the gun between shots.
If now you haven't really played with the bullpups, because this is firing like this, there can be some air coming out of here. So they've got this little guard that slides over and stops the air from hitting you in the face, which is really nice. Okay, so I'm going to just make sure you're shooting over the crony. Come to your right just a little bit more. That should do it.
Okay.
Now it is a brand new gun and the trigger is a little stiff, so you go ahead and just pull it. It's going to be okay. Come to your right some. There you are.
Did anything come out?
836.
See, I was about to cock it again.
Yep. 836. So once you aim, 835. Aim a little lower. To your right a little bit. Go ahead. 845. Give me one more. 834. Okay, so it's a non-regulated gun. It's staying pretty good. I mean, that's staying pretty even. So that's pretty, I would be very happy with that. If somebody could do some math, we're running the 44.75s at 834 feet per second. I'm guessing that's somewhere in the neighborhood of 65-ish foot-pounds. Travis, you doing some math for me? Travis is doing the math. So I want you to rip that gong. So once you pull the mag out, first of all, it's on safe?
Yes.
It's on safe. So if you go ahead and pull that back, and then just slide the mag out either way. All right. Now you notice the bolt's still open.
Yep.
Okay, so when you're done shooting for the day, you need to decock it. You don't want to leave this because the hammer spring will take a set, and it is a consumable wear part. So if you're cycling, you know, 3,000-4,000 rounds, you'll actually see your velocity come down a bit. You can replace the hammer spring when you see that happen. Okay, so go ahead and hold the bolt back. Okay, and you'll want to take it, take it off safe. Okay, now holding the bolt, go ahead and pull the trigger, and now you can shut it. Now you can store the gun safely. Okay. All right, there we are, 70 foot-pounds.
Wow.
In a semi-automatic, and I'm running about 50% on the power. So we may be able to get, well, maybe 75 if I really take it up some, but 70 foot-pounds.
It's pretty good.
Pretty decent, okay? So we're all on safe, everything's unloaded. I'm gonna move the crony out of the way. And then I want you to go ahead and tag that gong, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
I always want to cock it between shots. It's like, don't do it.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to get used to. It's an air gunner that's not used to. Is that full? Can you fill it back up?
No, I didn't do anything. I think this one.
That one's good to go.
Yeah.
As an air gunner, you do want to. You're just so used to cycling something.
Yep.
It takes some getting used to not do that. Go ahead. So go ahead and cock it, and return it, and then slide your mag in. Okay, I'm going to disconnect the air. There we are.
Ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
The 50-yard gong?
50-yard gong. Everybody set on camera?
Yes.
All right, here we go. You gotta let it stop swinging, Angie.
Oh, that's it. Oh, I love it. I love it.
So what do you think of that?
It just said, I love it. You don't have to. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to just pop that out like that. So that is the Evanix Cloud. Look, people really love this gun. One, I mean, you're shooting semi-automatic, and so and you were firing relatively quickly, so you nailed that thing every single time. That's not bad.
Yep, even when it was moving.
Even when it was moving and wiggling, yeah. So it's a very cool gun. It does have a threaded. Let's go ahead and shut that. So pull it back and decock it for me.
That was good.
Yeah. Okay. It does have a threaded muzzle. I think it's relatively quiet, but if you wanted to add an additional LDC on the end of this, you could do that and it'd be way quiet. So this is, I believe that looks like 1/2 UNF. It goes bigger when you go to the bigger calibers, but eventually when they get them. But right now they are topping out at 30. So available, I'm guessing, knowing Evanix, 177, 22, 25, and 30. But very, very cool gun, 70 foot-pound semi-auto.
Yep. Somebody else wants to shoot this.
Anybody else want to shoot it? Oh, my sister Cheryl is like, all right, I'll do it. All right. So, Angie, would you go run that camera for her?
Yep.
Okay.
You want a mic, Cheryl?
Do I need a mic?
She better have a mic. We get the reaction and all. So let's go ahead and mic her up. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and just load this magazine up. And as always, if you guys have any questions while you're watching, chime in. We'll do our best to answer them for you.
There is a suggestion you change your Airgun with TV colors, blue and green.
To blue and green. I did like the way the blue and green turned out. I thought, you know, I'm not quite sure about this whole lime green thing. And then we started doing all the graphics and artwork for the show, and I said, you know, this doesn't look bad. I kind of like it. Maybe we change our colors a little bit. Although I really do like my black and yellow. Bumblebee TV. Airgun Bumblebee. Yellow jacket arms. There we go. That'll work.
Okay.
All right, have a seat. Okay, so what I want you to do, I'm going to start you from not knowing anything. So it's on safe. Here's your safe. Look, you see that little red O-ring?
Yes.
Red, you're dead. That's a good thing to remember, okay?
Red, you're dead.
Red, you're dead. Let's slide your air guard back. You're going to cock this, and then you're done. Go ahead and push it forward. And this stays open, just like we were talking about.
Yes.
So go ahead and take your magazine and
Does it
slide it
matter
in.
which way?
It does matter. You want the pointy pellet end to go that way. And if you notice on the mag, there's a little foot. See that little edge? Mm-hmm. That rides a little groove right there. So you can't actually put it in backwards. Okay. As long as you load your pellets right, you go in the right way. Okay? So now you're going to take it off safe and go for the gong. It does, like I said, have a fairly stiff trigger pull right now. So just be ready for that. When you go from all the different guns we've been shooting, some with like an 8-ounce trigger to some that has like a 4 or 5 pound trigger, it can kind of play with your noodle a little bit. Okay, ready?
Yep, just getting the, I think I'm aiming at the right gong.
You are.
Yes, I
at the
am.
right gong.
Okay, here we go.
A
Nope.
little low. Okay, hold on. Set it down. Okay. Okay. There's a wee bit dry out here. And they do tend, if it's dry, to sometimes have a little cycling issue, but such is the life of a semi-auto. Give it a shot. There it is.
She doesn't even try to recock it. She already knows.
Because you're shooting her 10-22 all the time. All right. I believe you are out. What'd you think?
That was fun.
Yep.
I like being able to just keep shooting.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's very, very cool to just keep ripping them. All right, well, that's going to be it for the Cloud. We do have, we do have one other gun we're going to take a look at for Evanix, and I think we have some other shooters interested in this little guy. But we will start off with Angie because she did all the hard work in setting up the scope, sort of. So if you can grab that and bring back our other gem, we'll be in good shape. Cheryl, can I hand you these mags, please? Thank you. Ah, there we are, my old friend.
Do you have, is there another mag?
Those two that just came out of the thing.
No, this one. Here it is.
Okay, let's make sure we're cleared. All right, we have an empty mag. Trigger is, here it is. There we go. And we will, remember where they hit the, there it is. There it is, on safe. All right, so guys, this is the 30 cal sniper. It's available in basically every caliber, 177 up to 50 cal. At AirgunProShop, we have the 30s, we have the 45s and the 50s. This thing, we're going to put over the Crony just to verify it's still doing what it was. We've shot with the 44.75s and we shot the 50s. At the 50s, it was doing about 100 foot-pounds. So we're sitting here right now with the 44.75s. You have sighted it in with the ATNX sight.
Yep, we did.
We did, right? This is the LTV, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so this is their simplified version. It still records, which is the key element for me. I don't really need all the ballistic calculator and all these. I don't use any of that. I just want a crosshair, hit a button, and get the recording. So this does that, and it's a couple $100 less.
Yep.
Or, you know, it's some value less. I don't know the exact amount, but it's, as I said, it's a simplified version of their Pro, and I think it really kind of fits a niche. If you don't need all those other features, why pay for them?
Oh yeah, it's an answer to their consumers.
Yeah.
It really is.
So we're going to run some 30 cal. Let's do the same drill. Why don't you go ahead and pick a place where you want to shoot, and then I'll move the crony into place and we'll take a couple shots. Okay. This one fills differently, so I'm going to go through that as well. This is not semi-auto. It is just a side lever. It is very, very simple. Traditional valving. Nothing really fancy going on here. It's just a very simple design that has worked for many, many years. And I'm thrilled that they've actually brought this back because it is an exceptional, just a really exceptional air gun. You all set?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to grab the chronograph. I see it. This won't work. It's backwards. I think that will do it. Oh, we've got our mathematician on standby.
Are these?
Okay. Oh, are you ready to go?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So as you're shooting it, I want you to talk to me about how it feels, how the bolt feels, how the trigger feels, all of those things. This is a very metal gun.
Well, the lever action is actually very smooth.
Okay.
Very, very smooth, open and closed.
You're just a touch left. Yeah, it sure looks good. Oh, too much. Right there.
All right. All right, ready?
Yep. Okay, 1,017.
What? Oh, that's pushing it.
And it is louder. Obviously, you probably could hear that.
103, Rick.
103 foot-pounds.
Sweet.
It gets there in a hurry.
Hey, Rick, put 150 cal round in that.
Okay, we'll get some 50s. Micah, can you find me some heavy 30 cals? We'll run a couple of those.
Drop one in.
I don't think we have any on the table. We got to go find some.
No, there's some inside the shop.
There's some inside the shop. Go ahead and take another shot. That is smoking.
That's pretty hot.
Am I still in the right spot on the crony?
Oh, let me check. I got so excited. Turn left, just come left a little bit. Right there. 1,004.
That's awesome. It's really a good shooter all around. I mean, there we go. Now it's on safe.
Okay.
As far as the lever, I mean, it's smooth, both open and shut. Trigger's not bad. It's not like...
It's not a match trigger.
No, but it's not bad at all. And it's really...
Let's see if it's a declining strength.
Well, and I didn't top it off before we started, so before you do that, let me check where we're at for pressure. Right now, we're at about 225, and we should be at 250 to start. So, yeah, I mean, this is... Go ahead and take another shot. And I have the heavy 30s here.
Probably gonna have to shoot those out of that gun. Otherwise,
I'm still in the good. Am I in a good place?
You're come to your right just a hair. There
Right.
you go.
you almost need ear protection with it.
Yeah, it's loud. Doosh.
994.
994. Yeah, that is smoking.
That's
So you want to try a heavy?
Sure.
All right, so why don't you take
Crown
this
up.
mag and put heavies in it, and we'll pull this mag out and put it with the light ones.
Okay.
Safe on?
Yep.
Okay. Now, this one does use a probe. I'll show you guys how this feels. It comes with a probe. That little guy will fumble you up, that little black end, that little Foster connector. They don't come with that, okay? So if you buy a gun like this and you are going to fill it with quick disconnect, you got to buy that little end. I'll tell you that when we sell something at AirgunProShop and it comes with a probe, we always include the Foster fitting because it's really frustrating to get your brand new gun and not be able to fill it. That is frustrating, so we try to help you with that. All right, so there's a little port there. We'll go ahead and top this off.
The adjustable stock's pretty awesome too. You don't need any Allen wrenches or anything. It's a little button right there. Just push it down and move it back and forward. It's pretty sweet. The less tools you have to take with you,
Better off.
oh yeah.
Okay, so we are at 250 bar. You got the heavies loaded?
Yep.
Okay, Math Man, you ready? Went too far. Back it up. There it is. How did those load? Smooth?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's check it. You are
Can you hear me?
probably,
Hello?
Probably.
I think you're right. We're just waiting for Travis's mic to come up.
Okay, I'm live.
All right, here we go.
Good.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that hits a thump. 1,020.
1020.
Holy of
What?
Jesus.
1,020 with the heavies.
Another
That
one?
is 115.54 foot-pounds.
That's
Another
thumping.
one Joe wants to take.
That is,
Rick, does
Cooking.
that have a hammer spring adjuster?
it does.
Okay, so we could dial that back.
You could
That is
if it's
really.
if it's
But
not already
why?
all the way back.
I hope there's some room.
You want me to shoot it again?
Yeah, go for it.
Hey Rick, how does that do with slugs?
That is so smooth.
That is what I think. That's a great question. I think when you look at the mag, you're going to see that the mag is actually deep enough to take some slugs. They
Right.
redesigned the mag system to be bigger. So if you had some 302 slugs that were relatively short, like some
Right.
90 grain slugs or something, they're a little dust devil, little baby one. You could probably, that's a nice breeze too. I think you could probably run slugs in this pretty simply. I mean, Evanix has always been known for their power.
Yeah.
They've been really known before power before accuracy,
Right.
just to be honest. That's just the way it has been. Now they have done a lot very good recently in improving their accuracy and keeping the
Right.
power. This thing is shooting very good at 50 yards.
I'd like to throw some Hades in that just to see.
Well, actually we've got some. So if you want to do that, even we could put a target up and we can do that if you like. Or if you want to just see how fast they go.
I want to see what they do on a coyote
Well, we can certainly probably make that happen.
or a
certainly
rabbit
be-
to have them walk across the range.
Yeah. The Hades out of this are going to be pretty stout. They're going to be smacking. Probably, if you could dial it back to just under 1,000, you're probably going to have some serious devastation going on.
Yeah.
What's the weight of the Hades in 30?
44.75.
Okay, come to the right just a little bit. There you go. $9.98.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Still
nice.
making lots of juice.
Do that one more time. So as you're seeing with this kind of gun, it does have
110.
it just kind of drops velocity.
Right.
That's the way these valves work. It's not regulated. It's just thrashing. That's what it does.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yep. $9.91.
All right.
So that's that. Now let's shoot the gong.
Okay.
You want to shoot with the, now you cited this for the 44.75s.
Yep.
So let's switch back to those. Okay, so go ahead and pull that mag. And when you're all, if you go ahead and put it on, actually leave it open like that. Put it on safe, if it is.
It is.
And we'll go ahead and move the Coney.
Can I load the mag even if it's half full?
Yeah,
Just load
absolutely.
the rest of it?
Joe, you want some trigger time on this, man?
Of course I do.
I'm gonna let you take my turn.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. It's your pellets.
All right. 50-yard gong?
Yeah, 50-yard gun. Don't forget you want to record it on your ATM. There you go. We all set on the target?
Golly.
That hits hard. It's really hard.
What's the price point on that sniper gun, Rick?
We're looking at, hold on, to slide around a little bit on you. Let's check that pellet. Yeah, see that one didn't seat right.
Yeah.
When you load the magazine on this, you got to make sure that you get the skirt with that spring. If you don't, they'll jiggle around on you. So you got to make sure you pop it all the way in and get it on that spring. Okay, so a little tip. You're looking at, I think, roughly about $1,100 plus or minus, maybe a little less.
All right.
In that range. And it is caliber specific, so the 45 and 50 are a little bit more than, say, the 22, 25, and 30.
I gotcha.
Can I keep shooting through your talking? Or?
Yeah, go for it.
Seems awfully accurate, too.
It is.
This one's a laser. This one's shooting really, really well.
Can I try the 100? Oh, no,
The
you
thing
tried
I would
it.
change is
Never
a
mind.
big old can on the end.
Yeah, it's hitting just about the same spot.
This would be coyote devastation.
That would be a great coyote.
Stop teasing us, Rick.
Jeez. I'm taking that to Denver for prairie dogs. It's happening.
I just need your address, Joe, and we'll just have a little crate showing up on your doorstep. All right, I think you're out.
Yep.
Yeah, the accuracy seems really good.
What do you think?
I love it.
All right, well, let's put some more air in. Joe, you're up, my man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so all of the shooting we did since we gassed it up, all right? So you took a couple shots with the 50s and then a full mag. You're right under 200 bar.
Oh, not
So I'm
bad
thinking
at all.
probably maybe 3 mags max at this power, but that's pushing a lot of power. That's
Yeah.
7 shots of mags, about 21 shots per fill, plus or minus.
30 cal. Yeah,
pretty
pushing
Yeah.
it.
The only qualm I have, I wish this was a true AR stock.
Yeah,
That's
that'd be cool.
that's just me though.
Yeah, that would be cool. So let's get you up to pressure here. Some help with that?
Is the side you load on?
Yep, that's it.
Make sure.
Just make sure you get him in there all the way.
Oops. You know what? Thought you had to
Here.
rotate it first.
No, you don't.
And I seated it in there, so.
Rick, what did you say the fill pressure was on the gun?
250.
Okay.
I need a pokey thing. Got it. Haha.
Sorry about that.
Ah, don't worry about it, man. Yeah, you just load one, rotate it, load one, rotate. You don't have to pre-rotate it. What I do to help get those pellets to seat is once I get them in there, I just
Give it a smack
tap on the
table.
surface. Yeah,
Yeah, that's more like a
usually does it.
smack for you, you know.
Now, have you used the ATN optics much?
Nope.
Okay.
I had a friend who had one. I've looked through it. It's nice. So,
Record your hunts.
yeah. Which side you load from doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Just get the groove, and it's got a ball detent that'll sort of snap into place.
All right.
There it
What
is.
does the on the XT on the X sight?
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah, what's the max focus on it? Power. Focal
Power. It's all digital, so they've got 3 settings on these. It's like 1, 2, and 3, and back to 1 again. So I'm not quite sure what this one is. I have to go look at the box.
Okay.
I will say that when I did zoom in to max, it didn't seem as pixelated as some of their other ones. Maybe they're not taking it as far in their zoom, but it seemed to me to be better than what I have expected in the past. So
Okay.
I think they're doing a pretty good job. It's not like a 24 power.
And you obviously can use it day or night.
Yeah, well, that's the key.
All right.
Yep. Go
All
ahead.
right. Yeah, I'm putting ear protection on.
Yeah, it's loud.
It's barky.
A little bit. You recording this or just shooting?
I recorded it. I hit
Alright.
the button. You should see something in there. Okay, never mind.
So is it recording now?
I hit the button, so
Okay.
we're gonna say yay.
All right. Wow. Jeez. Yeah, this one's coming home. As most of your stuff is coming home with me.
You should have brought a truck, dude.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got it. Wow, same spot. Jeez.
Yeah, it seems pretty darn impressively accurate.
And it's at pushing at that rank too, at
Yeah.
that power level.
Why aren't we shooting this at 100 yards?
Well, give it a shot. Go over there and just aim a little high.
Yeah.
Hold on, we're gonna move. Let's move the. Stand down for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna move the camera over and get out to that 100-yard gong.
Yeah, 50 yards is too easy
Yeah.
for this gun.
Yeah.
Too easy.
Yeah, this rifle. You stretch this one out. Get a
Yeah,
good slug, get a Nielsen slug.
Yeah, I think so.
Take this thing to
That's
200
a really
yards.
simple gun too.
Yeah.
Really.
Sue,
It's good on
Hammer, valve,
focus
And-
enough.
side lever.
All right.
Ready to go?
All right, you are set at 100. We got you all dialed in there, man.
All right, well.
Now he's just using a duplex reticle. There's no hash marks. You can change the reticle, but we're just gonna see if you. Oh!
First shot, come
I'll stop talking.
on.
I am Joe.
That is the Predator Man.
Yep, low. Yeah, this is nice.
Last shot.
Try the quadrant.
Is it gonna hold up?
Don't beat his quadrant target up.
Yeah. All right, last shot.
There it is.
Jeez. Yeah, that's nice. Just put an AR stock on there. Good to go.
That is one of the suggestions I have made to Evanix multiple times, is just make this AR stock compatible.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do it. They have a tendency to sort of beat, go to the tune of their own drum a little bit.
Yeah.
But if they could do an AR stock, that would change, I think, the dynamic of this gun quite a bit.
Yeah, it would. It would.
Yep.
This is nice.
They've
Oh,
already
yeah.
kind of gone the grip. Why
Right.
not just make it so we could throw whatever stock we want?
Needs
So
a
maybe
touch
one
more
day.
silver on it.
Touch more silver, and maybe some red, some
Nah, I'll go
racing
with silver.
stripes.
I'm going with silver. I'm going with silver.
Cool. Well, I'm glad you like
More
it.
cowbell.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's very nice.
Yep. All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Evanix products, awesome. JSB Pellets,
Awesomeness. Awesomeness.
very awesome. We're seeing, ATN Optics, awesome. This kind of a package would be a pretty devastating coyote gun.
Yeah.
That's why this particular rig is its job. I actually put this together with this scope for that very purpose, to take
I don't
coyotes.
know. Put a hawk on here and.
I'm talking at night.
Yeah.
I want to hunt
yeah.
at night. So anyway,
Well, I'm prairie dogging, so
Yeah,
we don't
prairie
have
dogs.
nocturnal prairie dogs yet.
Ah, yeah,
Yes.
that'd be cool. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you like it. Guys, if you want to learn more about these products, check them out, www.evanix.com. If you want to purchase here in the U.S., go over to www.AirgunProShop.com. Be sure to take care of you. Guys, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of our sponsors, Gateway to Airguns, Airguns of Arizona, Predator Pellets. We'll see you guys. We're going to be back after lunch. See ya.
Bye.